Microphone on. I think everyone can hear me clearly. Hello, everyone. Hello. Oh, we're live. We're back again. After so long, thanks to my laptop breaking and my internet dropping and practically everything going wrong on my side. Yay. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Welcome to Rookie Quest. This is our D&D group that we play here on the channel. We are going to continue finally after, I think it's got a month, 2 months now?
Almost about a month.
Almost about a month, yeah, since we've did our latest episode, which went kind of drastically wrong with technical issues, of Modern Toyfare. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and give a quick recap on everything that's going on. A quick recap of what's going on. We'll tell you everything that we kind of missed, and maybe as a quick synopsis of what happened in the previous ones. I will say now, unfortunately, Brother Humble isn't able to make it at the moment. He is trying to get here as fast as he can. He did have a flat tire, so he's having to wait for that to get repaired and then come here. He said he shouldn't take too long, but we don't want him to rush or, cause any harm or anything to his car or himself, just trying to get here. So if he doesn't make it, that's fine. If he does, that's great. We won't rush him. Just to remind everyone, also, I tried to give everyone a new look, so we've got everyone kind of basic character kind of designs, so you kind of get an idea of what their characters look like or how they are. For Lava Rock down in the corner, just imagine there's a giant spray can on his back, and just imagine there's a pistol in Joe's hand that I accidentally may have cut off in the picture there. You have got a pistol, by the way.
No, it's fine. It looks great.
Okay, so we're going to go to the players. They're going to introduce themselves, introduce their characters. Then we're going to go into a quick synopsis of exactly what has happened previously in the episodes leading up to this, including the episode where we did play a little bit before the camera started breaking and everything like that. And then we're going to carry on from there. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, let's go to Mad Minds first. Mad Minds, would you mind introducing yourself and your character, please?
Oh, hi guys. My name's Joel, and I am a Canadian mount. Almost forgot what I was. A Canadian Mountie. It's been
a while. It's been a while. I had to look up all the names and everything. I've got my
thinking like, what's mine again?
Yeah. Oh,
Am I
pull up
Kenny
D&D
Dog?
Beyond.
I had to start thinking my accents again.
I'm glad I only have 2 accents, so it works out. I'm Joel, the Canadian Mountie. That's it. I'm a Canadian Mountie with the moose named Maurice. I forgot my notes.
Yes. Oh no, that stupid moose.
Oh, I love Maurice. Maurice is the best.
Oh, I forgot about the moose.
Dog. I'm a moose.
Yeah, stupid moose.
Oh, my camera.
We just started.
Oh god. Oh, I'm gonna have to remember the accent of the moose. How was it? It was like that was my first attempt at a Canadian accent as well. Oh, okay, that'll be fun if that comes into it. I completely forgot you've got your moose with you.
Forgot about Maurice.
Poor Maurice. Yes, he does have a spiritual traveling companion as part of his paladin abilities, where he now summons a magical moose known as Maurice, who he's a funny character. Only funny because I try and do an accent and it goes horribly wrong. The next we're gonna go to E-Rock, who plays Lava Rock. Lava Rock, can you introduce your character, please?
Hold on. Yes, I am Lava Rock. I am a dragonborn with a can on my back. I've been mutilated by the boy, and I breathe fire because of him. A strength given and a weakness brought. I am Lava Rock, and I am the strongest. Kinda, a little bit. All right, that's it.
Strength.
Sorry, I'm trying to hold my camera up.
It looks like you're just aggressively telling the audience who you are. I am Lava Rock. You've definitely practiced that line. You've rehearsed that line.
I am Lava Rock.
The weakness lost and power gained, or whatever it was you just said.
Oh no, that was off the top of the head, man. I'm a freestyle king, man.
Yeah. I'll believe that when I see it. Alrighty then. And you know me, my name's Lewis Blakey. I am the dungeon master for this game. We do have a player called Brother Humble. He plays Joe, not Joe. He plays Kenny Doll. That's the one, Kenny Doll, who is a Ken doll who aspires to be who treats himself as an action man. He plays a monk. Which is why you see him in the very fashionable pink robes. So quick synopsis of where we went off. Our 3 players were cast out of the house quite a few years ago. And a lot of the house has changed since then. They all 3 banded together to try and make their way back inside the house. Once they, on their way back to the house, they made some interesting friends. They met a troll doll known as Buddy, who got incredibly high on sand, who then got ravaged by a dog because he rushed out too quickly in the daytime. They then made their way through the garden without awakening the dog, getting themselves to the side, then causing an attack by some robotic centipede creatures known as robopedes. They destroyed the robopedes, tried to keep a piece of it to themselves. They then chose to go to the house. They couldn't get through the front door, so then they went up the water drain pipe. 2 of them went up the water drain pipe, breaking the water drain pipe on the way up, whereas Joe chose to shimmy his way up Mulan style. He made it to the window. Joe thought it'd be a good idea to cut a pipe in a certain direction, which then meant they had to jump from the water drain pipe on the top of the roof to the window. Lava Rock almost missing, saving himself by throwing his axe. All of them made it into the window, met them, realised that the young daughter of the window they were going into was a lot older and she was having a lot of her personal fun time. Joe realised that she was definitely in trouble and not having fun. That he needs to rescue her. He jumped on top of her because he was seen by a human. He froze. She picked him up. She threw him against the door in anger. He almost died. Luckily, she went back to sleep. The 2 crawled down, went over to him. They met some soldiers. The soldiers took him under the bed. Then they went under the bed. They met with... Oh no, I'm on a roll. Don't tell me. Donnie. They met with Donnie, who is Kenny's close frenemy. So they met Donnie Doll. Donnie Doll was playing a Russian soldier, but in disguise because he is a performer. But as they went in, they showed off his true performance. Oh, yes. They then banded together and chose to work together to try and defeat exactly what was going on inside the house, as some technical essence had been coming into the house and taking over the toys, meaning the toys were getting discarded or thrown out. Next, after that, Joe thought it'd be a great idea to summon a magical moose. As the magical moose came along, he asked him to sniff out a certain piece. Maurice said no, because he's not a dog, but he's a moose, so he can go look for it. So he went to look for it, went to a certain door, went to the door of Joe's childhood child. He went to the door, went inside, realized all the toys had gone, everything was different. They went inside. He cast a spell to see if there was any evil or good. He found out there was a lot of evil, lots of bad guys all around him. They discovered a giant pillar of, basically, I'm just gonna say it, a PlayStation 4. PlayStation 5. They saw a giant PlayStation 5. They were absolutely terrified. The PlayStation 5 started talking to them, got very aggressive. They sprinted out. The PlayStation stood up and tried to chase them, but it didn't. They closed the door after them. They took a break. Then they wanted to go to Max's room. Max's room is the oldest child and the one that actually mutilated Lava Rock. They went to the door opened. A strange guy that changed his accent multiple times because he's made of different parts from different toys greeted them and said, "Oh, please come on in." They led them through this household, or this room that had all these different toys with different pieces attached to them. They called themselves the Fused. They made their way. They went past an arena. They went to the front. There's a palace thing. As they got to the palace, a large dragonborn, I believe with green skin, slight scars over his face and chest, greeted them, looked at Lava Rock, saw he was a dragon toy as well, said that he had came home, and the crowd cheered, and that's our quick reenactment of exactly what's happened in the campaign so far.
Jesus Christ.
Wow. Okay,
What happened to your camera there, bud?
It just keeps falling over, man. It's got this little rig thing that lets you hold it up.
Yep.
And it grips at every angle. But the base was really weak just now. It just kept falling.
The thing I always...
So, modern day problems, modern day solutions.
Right.
What I like about the situation when people put their phones on the side is that they don't notice their phone is sliding, but the people who are watching the camera notice it because their face just slowly starts going down.
Yeah. I'm trying to fix that.
Yeah. And it's like they don't notice, and you're just like, your camera's going. Your camera's fault. Your camera's falling, and we're gone.
And we're gone. Yep.
Okay, so that's where we left off. Now we're going to cover I don't think it's fair on the players that they have to go back and replay something they've already spent a bit of time doing. So we're just going to give a quick description of exactly what happened in the previous episode that we had all our technical issues with. So essentially, they made it to this palace of the Fuse. They met up with the chief. The chief gracefully led them into his home and escorted them upstairs to the dining hall. While at the dining hall, he was just the chief was explaining and describing exactly what his purpose was with the group and what his intentions were. He was happy to see Lava Rock as he saw him as one of his own, a fellow brother that survived an original destruction of Max and survived this onslaught that was put upon him. So after that, the chief then mentioned to him that in order for you to join our groups, I feel like every link has to be as strong as each other. There are no strong links. The best, you have no sponges. You cannot build a house or a tower on sponges, or some amazing speech that I'm annoyed I can't remember now because I was really impressed that I came with that on the top of my head as well. Essentially saying that every member of the group has to be equally as strong and they cannot have no weak links. Saying this, he then escorted Lava Rock over to the balcony. After leaving the room and escorting Lava Rock to the balcony, both Kenny Doll and Joe were then taken by two large guards and escorted down into the what would essentially look like as a dungeon. They were both locked into cages, and this is where we left off. So we're going to start off with Joe. You see Kenny Doll get thrown into a cage a few cells down, and you lose sight of him as he gets thrown into the cage. You get thrown into yours, which is relatively closer to the door, or to the entrance of this spiraling staircase that was behind a bookshelf. So you make your way there, and you're now sitting in this cage. Is there anything you want to do while sitting here? Is there anything you
Do
want
I
to...
still have Maurice?
Pardon?
Do I still have Maurice?
The cool thing about Maurice, and I'm putting this here just to help with the technical issues of, escorting a giant moose. By the way, this moose is jacked, by the way, and huge, as were the description of the spell. That you are able to spiritually kind of make him invisible, or so he is there, but not physically there. So you can't use any of his powers or anything like that, but he's there with you. So you can kind of see him. To your eyes, he's kind of like a ghostly kind of figure. He just goes through walls and he just sticks by your side and follows you. And when you call upon him, that's when he apparates, and that's when he materializes into a more physical form that can be in contact with the rest of the world around him.
So he's in standby mode right now, basically.
Essentially standby mode. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm in this cage. Let me see.
Yeah, he's looking there, and you kind of hear Maurice just like looking around the cage, trotting along. Quite tight for him. He's just trotting around. Well, he's kind of going through the wall a little bit because he's quite big. And he goes, "Oh, Yerbad, this is isn't this cozy here? With the little with the hay and the nice pencil cages. It's quite nice here. Yeah. Oh wow, it's been a long time."
I just want to make a perception check.
Best way to do it is in Canadian, he is saying.
In Canadian. Closed captioning.
In Canadian, essentially, yeah, he's saying it's comfy. Yeah, it's quite comfy here. I'm just gonna have a little nap, And he just literally just tips to the side. He doesn't get down. He just goes. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada.
I just want to make a perception check to see, just what's around me.
Go for it. Make a perception check.
Well, -2 perception. I got a -1.
You got a -1.
I have got a -1.
A -1. So you see nothing. It's dark in here. It's murky. You're kind of just trying to work things out. You hit your head pretty hard against the wall on your way in as they kind of threw you in. Right now, you see a little bit dazed. You can't really notice exactly what's going on. You see hay. You see pencils as a cage. You see walls. That's it. Ah, no, the camera. Oh, what's happened?
There's all types of technical issues.
Oh, no, not again. Not again. Oh, where is it? That's there we go. We're back. We're cool. Yeah, live people. Yeah. So, that's essentially what happened. That's what you see.
Could I cast bless on myself,
Okay.
or is that not something I can do?
Yeah, you cast bless. That's fine. The guards don't really. They can kind of see this. They don't really notice it. To be fair, well, actually, that's a good point. Hold on a second. Hold on. Bear with.
Bear with.
Oh. That could have gone wrong if I dropped that. Let's do a quick check. So there's one guard down here. Perception check. No, they do not see you or hear you cast this blessed on yourself. As you do this, you start hearing next to you, in the wall next to you, 70, 71, 70. Next to you.
Do with that. Is it next to me?
It's next to you.
Can I peek my head out and kind of just look over? And just,
Make a perception check with. Make a perception check with disadvantage because you've got these close cages and you're trying to peek your head round in a difficult direction.
I already have negative pseudo perception.
You
11.
could get lucky. 11. So
Oh,
you
you
look
said disadvantage. I got
disadvantage, yeah, because it's a very difficult situation to peek round.
11. The second one was higher.
Okay, 11. So not too bad then. You look around. You see a pair of crossed legs, incredibly butch hairs drawn on the legs. Very masculine. Every so often you see a flap of blonde hair, kind of yellowish, with it's got like dirt marks. It's very rough at the edges. Trying to describe how they would look. Yeah, so it's kind of very rough on the edges, like shaved or just been chopped, or and that's just dangling a little bit, and then you see the legs cross as they go up and down. As you're kind of like peeking around, so you just hear landing on the floor. So where are you from?
Oh, I am from Stevie's Row. I was one of his favorite toys. What about you?
Yeah, it's been so long. I can hardly remember the outside world.
You been
All I
in
know
here?
is this. And then all of a sudden you hear, okay, drop down.
Hey, can I ask you what you're doing there?
I'm keeping ready
Ready for what?
for the next fight. Don't you know?
No, I was kind of just thrown in here. Nobody's explained much to me about the process of becoming, I guess, a citizen here. God dang, you're moving fast. Can you
Gotta keep
slow
ready.
down? Oh my, one arm? God, I could try that. I don't think I've done that in a while. 2 fingers. You're really going there, buddy. Can we talk for a second? I think can we slow down?
Sorry, just like to keep myself ready. If you get ready and stay ready, you'd have to get ready when they ask you to be ready. Oh.
Well, there's some truth in that. How did I? What is going on? I'm not entirely sure why you're working out and why I'm here.
Well, you really know a newbie. Essentially, we're entertainment. If we want to keep ourselves in the group, we have to fight. Some of us are prisoners. Some of us came here by choice to survive. Some of us just too old.
When you say prisoners,
Yeah?
well, that implies that you came from somewhere else. What is that? Where would you be from then? Where would these prisoners come from?
I don't know. I'm from here. I mean, I came from... I came...
Yes.
And they have a long pause.
Oh, is it a she? You said she?
she. Is it he? You don't know. Throwing curveballs at you.
Can I make a perception check so I don't assume gender?
Can use the correct pronouns. Yeah. Okay. Make a quick perception check.
What?
I don't want to assume.
Are you just want to peek, or do you actually want to do you want to ask or peek? Another peek. Okay, that's another perception check then.
3.
A 3. It's really difficult to tell. You've got these big butchy legs with hairs drawn on them, long blonde, kind of longish blonde hair. If you see it from flickering, as they were doing pull-ups, we assume pull-ups. So you can't tell really. It's difficult. So at the moment, you're not sure.
When does the next fight start? Do you know? And am I fighting you?
How would I know?
Oh, I don't. You have a lot more answers than I do.
Hey, I just fight, get paid well, I eat, I sleep. That's what you have to do. Nah, if you don't mind.
I think I'm gonna leave them alone to that.
All right. So we'll leave you. So as that's happening, we'll then shoot back upstairs. At the moment, Lava Rock. You are there next to the chief, and you're looking out on a balcony. So this is the front balcony you originally saw the chief come out of to greet you. So you're stood next to him, and you're stood looking over, and you get a really good view of the pit. This kind of the inside, and it looks like a hexagon kind of shape. With slight stands on the side. You've also got portholes on the side for windows, you assume. It's a sandy pit as well. So it definitely looks like a fighting pit. He then explains to you... Yes. So, as I said, every link must be tested. Every link. It shouldn't be long now. Hopefully your friends will join us and be worthy.
They are. They are very worthy. I've been with them for years, and they are very worthy. Technically, only been on a mission for a day, but years, but very worthy.
You talk strange, sir. But you are a brother. You are family. We help one another. Well, it looks like tonight's entertainment is about to begin. Sit, please. And a chair is scooched up behind you. As he sits down in this incredibly elaborate, very scrappy, but there's a slight elegance to it with the scrap and all the pencils and papers and the kind of bookmarks and stuff like that that's thrown into it. You get the occasional arm over the armrests and heels and stuff poking out the back. Definitely Game of Thrones style, but with scrapped toys. I'm assuming you sit down next to him?
Yeah, I sit down.
Nice. So you sit down next to him, and then you see a familiar. I'm losing my notes. You see a familiar kind of. I think it's a halfling, I believe. A familiar person walk out into the sun. He's like, "All right, listen, ladies and gentlemen. I forgot how much this voice hurts. Listen, ladies and gentlemen. We're here for a good fight. We got 3 rounds of fights tonight. 3 rounds. I'll warm up. He's gonna test his might in the ring with our reigning champion. Alright, so we're gonna see how he gets on. Bring him out." As you shout this, going back down into the vault, into the kind of the change or cell area, Joe, you are very quickly escorted and grabbed and pulled to your left, so back towards the stairs, but then immediately make another hard left, and you are chucked out into this sandpit, down some stairs, so down some stairs, and thrown into this far end pit, which is where we are going to switch to this, just to give you a sense of exactly what we're looking at. So, E-Rock, you would be, that's the wrong one, so Lava Rock, you would be around there, that's where you would be. And then if I get Joe, you would be about there. Okay.
Ooh,
Now, for the
fuzzy.
sake of this, I've given you a map just to have a look and see exactly how everything looks. But essentially, the pit is so close or so small that everything is in range of each other. So we don't necessarily have to worry about movement. It's more just attacks. So we're kind of going to do a bit of a mixture of map and theatre of the mind. But in terms of attacks, everything is so close that you can just move there and get there and hit them. So this is what it looks like so far. So Joe, Lava, you see Joe just get flung out on the surface, onto the floor. As you lay there, he's like, ha ha ha. All right, then everybody. Now we're gonna bring out our reigning champion. She's the beast from the south. She's desolate in her ways. And you see, as he's kind of like talking this way, you see the chief just go, absolute idiot. Get on with it. He's like, oh, sorry, chief. Introducing Barbie. And you see this butch-legged with slight hairs, wearing kind of wearing tight shorts, as you see stomping out, walking down these stairs, with a long staff behind her. You see flowing golden hair, shaved at the sides, plaited on the top, with a ponytail leaving down the back. You see a very slim waist, which doesn't really match the legs, up to a normal Barbie torso, and very strong arms. You recognize this as Barbie herself.
Wait, where do I know Barbie from?
Where do you know Barbie from? It's Barbie. Everyone knows
I
Barbie.
know Barbie.
Everyone knows Barbie.
Uh-oh.
And you are very surprised. I realize my watch is about to beep now. You realize this is not the Barbie you remember. Barbie has changed. And we are about to go into our first fight. It's going to be Joe versus Barbie.
Let's go.
Let's
Okay.
go. So let me just get the music going here. If you
I
wouldn't
got
mind, roll initiative for me, please.
Da, 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 da. Pokemon music starts.
Yeah.
7.
You got a 7. All right, I'm just gonna get up Barbie's stats here. I want to make sure this is done as fairly as possible. Just bear with. Let me just load it up. Oh, here we go. Okay, this is gonna be good. What did you say you got for? Sorry.
7.
Okay, so Barbie's going to go first with a 15. You see Barbie come out with a staff, and just with unparalleled speed, you see her just charging towards you. So she's going to come sprinting towards you, and she is going to first do a... let's see what she's going to do first. I would say... after you take an action... yeah, so she's going to come along and do 2 immediate strikes. She's going to come running. She's going to stomp her quarterstaff on the ground and sprint towards you. She's going to do 2 strikes against you. Pop, pop. The first strike is going to be... does an 8 hit?
No.
Okay. Does a 26 hit?
Yes.
Okay, so she hits on the second one, which is 1d6 plus 4. So that is 4. That's 7 points of damage on the second hit. You see the first one charging up. As she comes charging, you kind of see the first strike. She goes in for a left, but as you duck down, catches you on the chin with the right. So yeah, that's, what did I say that was? That was 4, 7 points of damage for that one. She is then going to spend a... she is going to do, with that strike, Where is it? Da, 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 da. Come on, where is it? Show it to me. Show it to me. Ah, where is it? Just hold on. This is my first time playing a monk. So she's doing that. She's going to do stunning strike. So she's going to spend a key point. If it'll let me select a key point. Yeah, so she's going to spend a key point to do stunning strike, which means you have to do a Constitution saving throw, please.
What kind of saving throw?
Constitution saving throw.
Okay, I am blessed.
Yep, so you get an extra D4 on that, on saving throws, I believe, yes.
Wait, we are very... This is slow to come back into this, because I am...
Yeah, we're taking our time. For anyone that's watching, please understand that this has been a while, so things are going to be a little bit slower to get back on our feet.
So I can roll a D4 to what?
I believe so. You do a Constitution saving throw,
okay.
And then I think you can roll an extra D4 using your blessed. It's an extra D4 to saving throws, I believe.
Oh, I don't even need to. It's 19.
19. Yeah, you easily save. You feel her fist kind of drive in and up slightly into your chin, and you kind of stumble back, but you easily shake it off. So she's going to do. Then she's now going to do a flurry of blows. So that's 2 more strikes. So that is a 15 to hit.
No.
Doesn't hit. Okay, again, misses with the second one as you stumble back, and a 17 to hit.
Yep.
17 hits. Okay,
yep.
You do. So that takes. Come on, baby. Come on. 7 more points of damage, and she's going to spend another key point. She's going to spend another key point to do stunning strike again. So that's a Constitution saving throw, please.
Constitution saving throw. Okay. Plus a D4. Uh, 15.
15. That saves. You are not stunned. Okay, so that is. Yep. So that's her attack, a bonus action, and I just realised as well I met. One key point. I'm not sure. Just spend 1 key point as a bonus. Okay, never mind. So she's just done them strikes. It's now your turn. What do you want to do?
I have a question.
Yes.
So I have something called Thunderous Smite.
Mm-hmm.
It says to hit is strength 15. What does that mean?
To hit a strength of 15.
Attack/save strength 15.
Oh yeah. So in order for you to hit me, I have to do a strength saving throw of 15. I think.
So it automatically hits.
Just roll. Just explain to me again. If you just read it out for us.
First time you hit with a melee weapon attack during this spell's duration, your weapon rings with thunder that is audible within 300 feet of you, and the attack deals an extra 2d6 thunder damage to the target.
Okay.
Additionally, if the target is a creature, it must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 10 feet away from you and knocked prone.
Okay, so what are you automatically? So what does it say to what is it? The casting thing on it?
Casting time 1 bonus action.
1 bonus action. Does it say I have to do any saves or anything for it to hit? I think what it is that it automatically hits me, and then I have to make saving throws in order for.
Well, which makes sense because it's like an area and effect thing.
Oh, an area effect. Yes. So you cast that spell then. So it's the next time that you hit me. So remember that every time you hit me with a melee attack, which is like your sword or a staff or anything, anytime you hit me with a melee attack, that goes into effect. So make sure you remember that for when you.
Oh, just as the first time.
Yeah, so the first time. So just remember that when that happens.
So basically, I have to hit you with a melee attack, and then a bonus action would be Thunderous Smite.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna hit you with my club.
Okay. What was that to cast, by the way? Was it an action or a bonus action?
Oh, one bonus action. So
Bonus
I have to
action,
do
so
the
you've got
action
your action
first and
left.
then the bonus action.
Yeah, hit me with your club. Go for it.
Actually, could I channel divinity first?
Is that an action or a bonus action?
It's.
Because you've already used your
It
bonus.
takes
You've
one
already used your
action,
bonus.
so I wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, you've
Okay,
already used
okay.
your bonus action to cast the other spell, the area effect. So you've only got an action left.
Okay, so just do that one first. 10 to hit. No, wait, that's the wrong one. Sorry,
nope.
sorry. I hit dagger instead of club.
That's fine.
Let me hit club.
I trust you.
Wrong. 14.
14. Just hits. Roll damage.
This is all right. 1d4. So 4 damage. And then I do the bonus action, Searing Smite.
Well, you can't use a bonus action, remember, because you cast a spell.
So that's what Thunder Smite is. It's a bonus action.
Oh,
It's a
so it's
spell
not.
as-
Oh, it's not an area. Oh, I've got it now. That means you just use it when you attack, or do you have to cast it first?
So basically, I have to attack first. I have to, because the way it reads is first time you hit with the melee weapon, attack. And
Use a
then
bonus-
casting time bonus action. So first time you hit with the melee attack, during the spell's duration, your weapon rings. So when I hit you with an attack, then I cast it during my bonus action, and that adds on attack.
Okay.
So I have attack and then a bonus action, and then during the bonus action is when I cast it.
Okay, I'll allow it.
Yeah, so it's almost like impact and then thunder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, I'm hitting, and then that's what's causing the thunder to ring,
got it.
which adds the damage. And then if you don't save, you get pushed back 10 feet or prone.
Got it. Okay, so I'm making a was it strength saving throw?
15.
15 strength saving throw.
So you altogether 8. You're taking 12 damage altogether.
I definitely don't make that. 12 altogether.
Yeah. And you didn't make the save,
No, I did not make the save.
so you're prone. You're back 10 feet and prone.
Oh wow. Okay, so you've pretty much like pushed me. You've come here. You've just gone. Doof,
I
knocked me
thored
back.
you basically.
Yeah, pretty much thawed me. Damn, he thawed me good. I
Chief.
regret doing that. I should not have done that. That was, I don't know why I went there. Okay, so yeah, so you
Chief.
push me back and I'm now prone on the floor. So I've got to remember exactly what that is now. So I take, how many points of damage did I take, sorry?
You took 12 altogether.
12. That would leave me with...
This club sucks. It only does 1d4.
Okay, that's what I've got then. So it's my go. I'm going to use half my action to stand up, or half my movement to stand up, which means I only have half movement, which now actually only having my half movement would kind of affect this. But I can still reach you with you pushing me only back 10 feet, and with being monk, I have superior speed. So I'm going to chase back after you again. I'm going to do another set of unarmed. Actually, you know what? As you push her back, she's going to pick up her quarterstaff and charge towards you again.
So she's not prone?
Well, prone is knocked over. I use half my movement to stand up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I was in melee range. You only knocked me back 10 feet. A monk's speed is ridiculous. I can get to you with even half
dang
speed.
it.
So you've knocked me back. She kind of does like a kick up thing. So she leans back and stands up on her feet. She's like, nice hit. Grabs the staff behind you and just lunges forward and tries to drive it straight into your abdomen. Does a 25 hit.
Yes.
Yeah, it does. And because of that, I get two strikes as an action. So that's the first one. The second one.
I forgot to add my bless to the last attack.
Can you add it to attacks?
The way it reads is you bless up to 3 creatures of your choice within range. Whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4.
Got it. Okay, so what was the one that you missed? There was one that you missed, wasn't you? Do you remember the number?
I only did one attack.
Oh, you only did one attack. But you
Yeah.
hit me with that attack anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
it's
fine.
12, it's supposed to be 12 plus a d4.
12 plus a d4, 12.
I have to roll a d4.
Have to roll a d4. So let me do this one, and then we can go and
Yeah, I'm
start
sorry.
adding that all up. So that first one hit. So the second one definitely does not hit. That is a 8.
Oh yeah.
No,
Just
I
brush
rolled
that
an
aside.
I rolled a natural 1.
Wow.
So I hit you with the first quarterstaff, doof, but then I missed the second one. So the damage I do with the quarterstaff is oh no, because it's the quarterstaff. Okay. Oh, okay.
He's getting
so
too excited to beat me up.
you take 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
11 points of bludgeoning damage, and is going to spend a key point to do stunning strike. So make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Alright, Constitution plus a D4. Come on. It's only a 7.
Only a 7. Fails.
Yeah.
You are stunned. You cannot take actions or reactions. So you are stunned now. So that means I'm now going to take. I think you automatically fail saving throws as well. I'm not too sure. E-Rock, can you just quickly look up the stunned effect for us? The stunned effect, just to make sure. So that means, and then after doing that with the quarterstaff, that she's going to spend another key point to do flurry of blows with the with her fists. So she's going to do that, doof doof, drop that, and just go straight into punches. Or two, like she's actually going to grab the quarterstaff and do 2 left jabs. So the first one.
You have advantage against attack rolls. The creature automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws, and I can't move or speak.
Okay. So I get advantage on attack rolls. So that first one. Okay. So that's 18. That's definitely better. That's 26 for the first strike of Flurry of Blows.
Jesus Christ. You take it easy. It's been a while.
How's that? I'm guessing that hits.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
hits.
Okay.
Gonna ask.
That's with the fist though. So and then the second strike.
Does a 26 hit?
Does a 24 hit?
Does a 24 hit? Yeah, it hits.
I'm just asking that of being nice. Okay, so that means you take.
All the dice you're rolling.
16 points of damage.
16 points of damage.
16 points of damage.
Here.
And that will end her go, which then means it goes on to your go. You are stunned. You cannot take actions or reactions or anything like that. So it skips your go, and it now goes back to my go. Is now going to take 2 more strikes with the quarterstaff. Pop, pop.
Wait, would I make another saving throw to get out of stun?
That is at the. Oh yes. Oh. Yes. Let me double check.
Just
yeah.
keep over me and just destroy me.
No, because I was
save myself.
Yeah. So let me double check. So when you hit with a melee weapon attack, you can spend 1 key point to make a target stunned until the end of your next turn, if it fails on a Constitution saving throw. So you are stunned until the end of my next turn. So at the end of my turn, if I can't stun you again, you are no longer stunned. You're only stunned for 1 round.
1 hit in this entire game.
So it's now my go again. I'm going to hit 2 more strikes with the quarterstaff. That is, and because you're stunned, I have advantage. That still hits.
I'm just sitting here taking an ass whooping. I just don't.
19 will hit you, I believe. So then that is. So can you make 2 Constitution saving throws, please?
What's a D4?
They need to beat 10.
14. I need to make 2 of them. They both need to be 10?
Both of them need to be 10, yes, because I've successfully hit 2 strikes on you. I can spend key points then to keep trying to.
The one was a 14, one was a natural 20. One was a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, okay, doing well. So I'm trying to stun you again, can't quite get it. Doof, doof. So them 2 attacks are going to be the damage. 12 points of damage.
Please let your turn be over.
Pardon?
Please let your turn be over.
And then I've got 2 more strikes.
No.
I'm gonna go. Wait,
Oh
actually,
my god!
hold on. Let me check something. Let me check something.
I got one.
So I did that. 2 point.
What did I ever do to you?
So after the 2 strikes, after them 2 strikes, you see her get slightly staggered, and that will end her turn.
What the heck? Okay. I'm gonna lay hands myself.
Oh,
All 25 points.
really? In front of all these people? Really?
Wow.
You're gonna lay them hands? Mm-hmm.
That's what you do in a bad situation.
Just in the middle.
In the middle of a bad situation, you just see him go.
You just
I need to heal. I need to heal.
I need to heal.
This is how you heal.
Lay
right?
hands.
This is how you heal, right?
I'm healing.
The life juice.
My voice hurts so much from shouting.
That's
That's
great.
so funny. I'm healing.
Oh.
Oh my god. Oh, that is so funny. Okay, so you heal yourself. And you heal yourself. Good. How many points do you heal yourself?
I'm doing all 25 points.
25 points? Oh, that felt good. Afterwards, you kind of want to reach for a cigarette.
The one
You're just there, like, you're kind of chilling on like Maurice and the Invisible Maurice. Like,
do I have Maurice? Is Maurice here with
Maurice
me?
is a spectral
watching
image
you
next
get
to
your
you. He
hands
is not.
whooped.
He's not physical though. You would have to cast him.
I would have to cast it. All right.
You get
Well-
beat up in front of your moves.
Maurice is just watching.
Maurice was there
Oh
like,
my.
oh, are you feeling good there, bud? You look like you have enjoyed yourself.
So I'm not stunned anymore, right?
You are no longer stunned. No.
All right.
So you can now take a action and bonus action and all that.
Well, I just use my action to heal myself. I'm
Okay.
gonna use Shield of Faith to as a bonus action to add +2 to my my AC.
Okay.
Because you just literally just whooped my.
Okay, so that is your bonus action and action, I believe, because you cast Lay Hands and Shield.
Yeah.
So okay, so that means
That's all I can do.
I believe. Do you want to kind of? Is there anything else you do, like movement wise, but like?
I go to the corner and cry. That's what I do. I get it.
Lava Rock, you just see, you see Joe kind of like stand up and get ready, kind of get his gun ready and stuff, stand quite proud, and then get his ass absolutely whooped by this butch woman, which you have never seen before, to be fair. You don't really know who she is, but you figure from the name, the link from when the announcer said Barbie, that this is Barbie. And obviously you remember from your discussion with Donnie Doll that he asked you to try and find her and bring her back. So that's what you said. And you just see her absolutely go mental on him. And then she starts getting a bit staggered, a little bit tired, like kind of shaking off a little bit. A tiny bead of sweat, just the tiniest bead starts dripping down her face. But nothing really to worry about. So that's what you see from her, and then you see Kenny Joe. You just see Joe kind of back up like, after he has like started doing all this in the corner. That's what you see essentially. Okay, so she's gonna keep her distance. She's gonna see that you are in pain. How rough are you looking, by the way?
I was looking really bad before those lay hands. So yeah.
Really bad. Okay.
I also saw him lay hands on himself, so
Sight for everybody.
She looks at you as you lay hands and goes like, "Oh, haven't done that in a while." And you see she kind of, as you do that, she kind of looks and goes, so you're laying there in the corner. She kind of whispers over to you, "I'm sorry. I hope you recover well." And throws 2 daggers at you. 2 darts.
Okay.
Doesn't get advantage on these anymore. And luckily, you in your fetal position kind of just roll back and forth, dodge the darts, and you see her get visibly frustrated with herself. As you throw the darts, she's like, "It's fine." And then kind of gets into a ready position and calls you over. And the crowd's going crazy, by the way. Yeah! Yeah! Barbie! 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 Barbie!
Okay. Okay, so it's my turn?
It's your turn, yes.
Alright, so I'm channeling divinity into a sacred weapon. So all my weapons are considered magical. They emit a bright light of 20 feet and a dim light of 20 feet beyond that. It can end effects as a part of another action if you don't want to hold the weapon. Alright, so yeah, I did that as an action. And all I have left is bonus action. What I have is opportunity attack to reaction with Sanctuary. I really just have to get myself ready again. I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on myself.
Sanctuary?
Yep.
Alright, then go for it. As we go forward as well, with any of these attacks that I'm doing on you, if they are affected by any of these spells, just let me know. Yeah. Just like stop me in my tracks. Be like, "Oh hell no, no, no."
With Sanctuary, you just I'll read it to you real quick. Until the spell ends, any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or harmful spell must first make a Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell. Spell doesn't protect the warded creature from area effects such as an explosion of a fireball.
So if I'm reading that correctly, did it say if I fail a Wisdom saving throw, I have to attack something else?
Yes, attack something else or lose the attack.
Attack something else or lose the attack. Okay, well, she doesn't really have a strong recognition of spells, so she's going to kind of just do another attack on you. Is that the end of your turn?
That's the end of my turn.
Okay, so she sees you kind of cast all these spells like, and prepare her. She's like, "Okay, let's go, Rodeo." And she's going to charge towards you and do 2 more strikes with the quarterstaff. That was crooked. So the first one misses, the second one hits. However, I need to make a strength saving throw, wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
That is.
Also, I have 2 to my AC right now, so it's a 19.
Okay, I got an 8 minus 1, so that's 7. So I can't attack you. I lose my attack.
Yep.
Both attacks. So I go to do that. Describe what happens then. What happens exactly? How does this happen when I go to attack you? In your mind.
How I would imagine is that you come in and attack me. There's like soft mist around me, and you fall into the mist, and you just have a blank face, and just confusion, just all over your face, as you turn to look for another target, and when you can't find one, you just stop in your tracks.
Nice. Okay. So you see that she comes charging towards you, and she kind of looks around, throws a fist, throws another. Nice party trick. She's keeping herself ready. The crowd is starting to get interested now. The crowd goes, ooh. You, Lava Rock, you see the chief slightly sit up in his seat a little bit. Through interest. Is there anything you're doing during this fight? Is there anything you're... Or are you just sitting watching?
I'm sitting watching, but I do have a question for...
I have an extra attack I haven't been using.
I'll let
God.
you... Well, it's your turn now, so I've lost my turn. I will let you use... As a you know, because as of that, what we'll do is we'll say you can use 3 attacks. Does that sound fair? So 1 normal attack, the second normal attack. No, actually, we'll do 4 because you were supposed to have 2, and you've missed a few. So we'll say normal 2, and then I'll say 2 because of what you've missed over the other ones.
This whole fight would have been different if I had realized that.
Well, that's what I say. Are you okay with using 4 as your attack now? So 4 actions.
I'm only gonna do 2 because there's got to be some penalty to me not noticing that on my own.
Okay.
To give me 4
Okay.
extra attacks.
I wanted to offer that just to, you know.
No, I appreciate it, but it's not fair to just add 4 extra attacks while you just sit there.
Okay.
I'll do 2.
Okay.
So
just while that's happening, while this fog's kind of thing, Lava Rock, what do you say to the chief then? What is it you want to, or what is it? Are you asking a question?
I was actually gonna ask Matt Mine something.
What's up?
Okay, go for it.
And I was gonna say something to the chief after. Where's your HP at? I mean, I guess you don't have to give an exact number, but
about 30.
oh, okay.
So you
30
were looking rough then.
Huh?
You were looking rough before that lay on hands.
Yes, I know.
Oh.
It was 5 health left. And then did a lay on hands.
Yeah, so you see him look incredibly messed up in the face and the chest, and he's like his suit is already kind of started ripping and everything from the punches, and he kind of healed himself back up a bit. So that's what you see.
So I just wanted to do some dialogue with the chief.
Yeah, so we'll do that. We can do that mid-fight now. Would it be mid-fight you'd have this dialogue?
Oh no, it could be throughout. It doesn't matter. It's gonna be like a question and then just a statement.
What I'm asking is, would this be during the fight? Because if it is, we can do it now. Because I don't know if it'll affect certain things.
Yeah.
He's saying, say what you want to say already.
Say what you want to say.
Yeah. To what end of this fight?
Until the weak link has been eliminated.
Eliminated, as in dead.
What point is a weak link?
But to be broken. I understand. Well, as you see, the moose mage down there can handle himself.
If you say so. We'll find out.
That handsome woman is whooping his ass.
My, she is.
Beautiful.
All right.
And you see a smirk kind of crawl on the side of his face. Okay. So that's how that's going. We go back to the floor with Joe. So, Joe, what would you like to do now it's your turn, now that she completely messed up her go with the fog? So she's kind of in this misty fog at the moment.
A little complicated. So basically what I'm doing is 3 divine smites. And then I'm going to do a bonus action. No, I can only do 2 divine smites. I only have 2 spell slots left. I'm going to do 2 divine smites. And that extra that you gave me is just going to be regular melee.
Okay.
And then on a bonus action, I will do Wrathful Smite. And then I have a Bless still, which is another D4.
Do it.
So,
go for it. If you want to cause damage, cause some damage.
And then I get a D4 to that. Does a 13 hit?
A 13 just misses.
Just misses? Alright, so I have one more attack, so now it's only gonna be 2 Divine Smites if this one hits.
Oh.
Ooh, this hopefully this is 14.
14 just hits.
Alright, so 14. Let me go to Divine Smite. Let me read it real quick. You spend 1 spell slot to do 2d8 extra radiant damage on the target plus 1d8 for each spell level higher than the first. So if I cast it at a second level,
That's
it's another d8.
There's another d8. Yeah, so you get an extra d8 for every higher level you do.
Okay, so I'm doing 1 first level Divine Smite, 1 second level Divine Smite.
Oh, he's stacking
Well,
them. Oh, no.
Divine Smite. Well, I would have to roll for the second Divine Smite, right?
Yes, I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
If they're two
So
separate,
let's just do the first Divine Smite. Just do the
Okay.
first Divine Smite, first level. 2d8. Plus 4. That's 9, 10, 11, 12, 9, 2, 13 damage.
Okay. So that would be...
And then-
let me just try and work... because it's not letting me take the damage away, so let me just try and work this out in my head. What was that again? Sorry, damage?
13 damage for the first one.
13. Okay. So that would be... Okay, good. Yeah, I got it.
Here's the second one. $14.
14 more points of damage.
No, 14 to hit.
14 just hits.
Okay. This is just barely hitting it. Alright, another Divine Smite. And it's at a second level. So it's 2d8 plus 1d8. So that's 3d8? 3d8.
Yeah. I believe so. Anyone that's watching this and finds us making mistakes, so what? We're having fun. This is fun.
3d8 plus a d4. That's 16, but then I'm going to add the Wrathful Smite.
Oh, God.
So you
Okay.
have to make a Wisdom saving throw of 15.
A wisdom saving throw of 15.
So right now base is 16. So take 16 off and then we'll
Okay.
do the Wrathful Smite.
Oh no.
I'm coming back, baby.
Okay. So okay, no, we'll carry on with this.
Okay. 16
Wisdom saving throw.
after the 16, yeah.
Wisdom. Does a 14 save?
No. 15 is what you needed.
Oh. Do it.
So 1d6 and because it's an attack, I add a d4. 6. So that was 13, 16, and 6.
Okay. Describe to me how you lay on these attacks.
Okay, so after crying in the corner for 2 minutes,
Mhm.
I pick myself up. I turn and I look to Lava Rock. I give him the finger, not the finger, but I point to him.
I give him the finger like, oh, hey. We've already seen lay on hands, all right? Let's calm down.
I point to him. I point to him, beat my chest, start running with my club, and kind of just smack her across the face with the first club, doing the Divine Smite. So it's just a radiant blast. So you just hear this crackling of the club as it swings toward her, and it hits her, and then a bright light emerges.
Yeah.
And she kind of stutters back, and I come around for the second swing. I aim for the torso, hit her in the torso. It does the bright light, but this time it's fire added to it because Wrathful Smite is a fire-based attack. So I hit her, but it causes her to roll, and now she's on fire on the.
Okay, so I'm gonna explain what happens. Lava Rock, this is what you see. You see just a big cloud of mist that's formed. You can kind of see a figure in the middle. All of a sudden, you just see a bright, glowing, beautiful, kind of a golden light emit off the center and then fade. You hear, then the next one, but this time, fire comes out of the clouds, out of this fog, and emits, and you hear, and a small flicker of flame. As the fog dies, you see Joe standing proud with his club over the top, pointing at you, beating his chest, looking back at Barbie, who is laying on the floor, hands back on her side, crawling away from you, be like, not today. Grabs 2 darts out of her pockets and goes to throw 2 darts at you. Both of them, you see from her hands are visibly shaking. She goes to throw the first one, completely goes wide. All you have to do is duck out the way. The second one, she grabs with the other hand, and you see as she throws, she pops her shoulder out a little bit through the damage of the hit you took to her face. It kind of caught her shoulder a bit, pops out, and she goes, ah! And it just ding, 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 drops to the floor. And she's there. She's bloody, she's bleeding, she's looking rough, and she looks up and goes, well done. Gets on her knees, arms out, closes her eyes and lifts her chin, and waits patiently.
Wait, am I supposed to?
What do you do? It's your turn.
Am I supposed to enter? I kind of look up at Lava Rock and I'm just kind of confused. I'm just like, Lava, what am I supposed to do? You're in the booth. Give me booth answers. I'm yelling at Lava Rock at this one. Lava Rock, what am I supposed to do? Yeah, what am I supposed to do? What does this mean?
Then okay. Spare her. We have to take her home.
Oh, is this the Barbie girl that Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Your friend Donnie was his name Donnie? What was his name?
Donnie, yeah.
Your friend Donnie's been looking for you. If I had known that you were a friend, I would. Oh, I'm so sorry. I come up to her and
As you immediately say Donnie, her face drops like, Donnie?
yeah, Donnie. We met him back over at what's her name's room?
That was
Christy.
Chrissy.
We met her back at Christy's room. He's a swell guy.
You see,
he's a little rougher on the edges though.
You see heavy breathing. You see her start to breathe heavy, like her eyes are flickering backwards and forwards, side to side, kind of like she's gathering her thoughts. Joe, you can definitely tell that she's like recalling things. And then she starts muttering to herself. What have I done? I've been here too long.
Wait a second. Are you one of the prisoners?
No. As she's having this conversation with you, saying that kind of just still trying to recall her thoughts. It's like flickering in front of her very quickly. Lava Rock. As you say, spare her, we need to take her home. You feel a tall presence stand up next to you. You see the chief stand up next to your chair. And goes, very disappointed.
In your fighter.
I wish. I am. And in you. Make a strength saving throw.
Strength saving?
Make a strength saving throw.
I rolled a 26.
You stand your ground before you feel your feet get lifted off the floor and you are thrown over the balcony into the pit, which is, I believe, 15 feet in the... no. It's 25 feet in the air. So so you rolling down, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw now.
Okay.
Would there
I
be
made a
any way for
dexterity
me?
saving throw of a powerful 4.
Okay, so as you go to land, you get thrown over the balcony, and you're tumbling as you go down. You land flat on your back, and you take 10 points of falling damage, bludgeoning damage. 10 points of falling bludgeoning damage. As the chief kind of stands up tall and quite angry. The whole crowd is silent now, and he's looking down at you, Lava Rock. He's like, every link must be tested. Choose. Who will you test your strength against?
Anyone.
So be it. And he leaps up off the balcony. 3-point landing as he charges his fist into the ground as well as his knee in front of you. Sand goes piling up everywhere before he slowly stands up in front of you. He goes, and he says quietly to you, I've been waiting for this for so long. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
God dang.
Nice.
Oh.
I have nothing. I have no way to help you. I am out of spell slots.
You can lay hands on me.
I used all my points to lay hands on myself.
I'm picturing that now, that you're stood there having this intimidating standoff with someone slightly taller than you. Obviously, two hands just come up underneath you like this. You just hear like a Canadian voice behind you go, "Oh, I got you there, bud."
Oh, you look a little tense.
Dude, stop it. Trying to look cool. Oh,
God.
bro.
If I had paid attention, if I had read this beforehand with the extra attack thing, that would have changed a lot.
Yeah. I feel like I should have reminded you of that, so I am sorry I didn't help out there. For those that are watching, again, we are getting back into this after a while, and we are rookies at this, so please be patient. This is going to take some time. Oh, hello! Sorry, we've only just been able to see the chat. We'll have a little bit of time now, if that's okay with you two. We'll have a little bit after the discussion. We always do like an after hours session.
Oh, let me put the vibes on.
Oh, put them vibes on. Yeah, you put them vibes on. Wait, let me get these vibes ready. Let me get these vibes.
There you go. Nice and pink.
Yeah, so let me just double check. Yeah, I've got to get these songs right. Wait. There we go. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to have a bit of an after-hours session. So essentially this is a bit of the session where we talk about what we've just happened. This is a chance for anyone in the chat to come and talk to us and message us, and we'll communicate with you and answer any questions you have of the session. There we go. Definitely. I'll tell you what, this is very appropriate after Lay on Hands. This is very appropriate music after Lay on Hands. So that means next week is going to be a big fight. A big fight between you and the chief.
Can we just talk about how much you whooped my ass and that?
Oh, yeah. Like,
what was that? I had 5 health left.
Well, that was.
I was serious. Like, I put one swing in, and it didn't do even that.
You got very lucky. I was okay. So it was a struggle when I was making her. The whole reason for that is that her intention is to like dominate quickly. That's her thing. She dominates it. She gets in, gets out, dominates quickly. And I was like, it's a tough one because when you're a DM, you're like, okay, you don't want to really kill off your party at the wrong moment, but it has to go with the character. You can't change the character for it. So you got very lucky because I ran out of key points.
I ran out of spell slots at the very end. Like that was it. If I didn't kill you then, that was it. I was done with spell points.
Dude, that stack that you did when you said this may take a while, that destroyed me. Like I went from like 40 something hit points then, whereas I was almost max, and you took me down. I had 4 left.
Oh, okay.
4 left. 4. That's why that was at the point that her last ditch effort was to throw them darts, and the fact that both of them missed then read in her mind that she was like she's failed, she's lost.
Okay.
And you can kind of see how this tournament goes now. How this...
Because the point wasn't to kill her, it was to just get her to a point where she gave up, basically.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but so if it got to that point, I was going to ask you the question, is this lethal or non-lethal? Because you need to make that very clear when attacking someone. If you don't make it clear that you're doing non-lethal damage, then if you hit them to 0 hit points, they're dead. Whereas if you do non-lethal, it just knocks them out to a point where they're stable.
Well, they still get death saving throws, right? Or is that
they still get death saving throws, but if you do non-lethal ones, they don't have to do death saving throws. But if you do enough damage, which because of where I was, if you didn't specify the amount of damage I guarantee as a spellcaster would have done, that would have easily just, done her.
Been it.
Yeah.
If I had gotten that first attack, that probably would have been it.
Yeah.
So remember, I missed one because I had 3. You gave me 1 extra.
But that was a hell of a comeback, though. That was an amazing comeback. Just like after taking all them hits, then to just like emerge, like to go into the smoke, rolling on the ground, to then come out of it, you standing on top of her, and she's there on the floor, like desperately throwing darts. Incredible.
The scene was great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted
Sanctuary
to cue in. I wanted to cue in and be like, "Hey, can I just breathe fire real quick and like a cheer for him?"
Oh, you can definitely do that. After that, you can just be like, kind of thing as a celebration.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah, but that I'm gonna say as well that
anytime I want to do stuff like that, do I just do it?
Just tell me. Like, just put your hand up, interrupt. If you want to put something in there, go for it. Don't feel like you have to wait. If it's something that's gonna happen in the moment, tell me.
Okay.
That's why when I asked you about the conversation, and it was if it was gonna be in the battle. If it's in the battle, just say it, because it depended, because everything you say could have certain reactions. Like when you said, "Spare her, we need to take her home," that did not hit well.
Yeah.
So it's like,
So I also have a question about that part. What did I need to roll to stop him from throwing me so crazy?
So you rolled a 26, I rolled a 28.
Ooh, okay.
So you only just. That's why I said at the. That's why I said at the start. I rolled incredibly well though. Like I got what did I get? I got a 19. So yeah, it was like, that's why I said at the start that you stood your ground, and then he was just like, lift you up and then go.
Okay.
That would. I wanted to ask and see if I can make a perception check to see if I could maybe beat him in an initiative before he threw him. I was like, nah, just leave it alone.
You can.
Well, it works out. I like the way the story's going out.
Yeah. Just I love that. It's like, I was gonna see if I can. It's like, that's their thing.
I wanted to try to save him. But I was like, I'm already beat up. I'm.
That's the thing. It's like, what? Now this is gonna be interesting. How it's gonna go. Well, I didn't know whether you were gonna carry on with it. There was gonna be repercussions if you carried on with it. If you went through with it. If you kind of kept face with the chief, but you kind of very quickly went against him. What he said about eliminating the weakest link. I had such a cool speech prepared and everything as well. That was the annoying thing. Is like with someone losing, and you asked that, I was like, oh, here we go, and then it kind of blanked, and I was like, oh no, improv skills are coming into play. I was gonna say like, what good are weak links other than spare parts?
Oh wow.
And then that's when you immediately click like, oh, like all these spare parts and all these things.
I just got that.
Yeah.
So when when the moose monk was getting his ass whooped, and I thought he was about to die, I was going to jump down there and stop it. And I was like, I know this is gonna bring the chief out. To see what was gonna happen with that.
I was thinking when you said you wanted to say something to her, I was like, oh, here we go, this is it. Something's gonna happen here, and you're like, oh, what happens here? Oh, well, they're gonna fight to the death. Okay, cool. I was like, okay, that's where it's going. Okay, he's happy with that. Okay, he's happy with it.
Boy, a chance.
And it was good you did. It was good you did.
I was able to stack all that.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the thing about paladins, though. They can stack their divine smite.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you have spell slots.
And the fact that you also, the fact that you mentioned Donnie as well was a big one. That was a key.
yeah.
That was a key thing. The fact that you mentioned Donnie, that was really good.
Yeah.
So,
Question: what would have happened if I had lost that?
it might not have looked good.
That's it. That's all I
Yeah.
get.
If you had lost that, okay. So it's hard without giving too much away, but I don't think you're ever gonna come back to it. Like you're at a situation now where things are definitely either gonna go yes or no. Depending on how the next episode goes. Also, just a quick thing was it. Thank you so much, E-Rock, by the way, for being patient through that.
Great.
So yeah, but now next week is definitely going to be your time.
Nice.
I'm gonna go back in the corner.
It's just like, yeah.
I can't. I would help, but I have no way of helping you.
Yeah, because you're in the fighting pit with us. You better move around. Man.
Oh yeah, you're all in. And it was the fact
that I'm so scared. I have nothing.
I will say.
You have a moose.
Yeah,
I can't even call him. Like I have to use a spell slot to cast him.
Oh.
So I am out of spell slots. Only things I have left are like.
See, this is why I like playing with new players, because now you start to see, and when people start recognizing, now we need to start timing like our long rests, our short rests.
Yeah. Short rest, yeah.
Because at the moment what you've all been doing is kind of going back to back, like going straight into the next thing. Like you did it in the first few episodes. Like there was a few episodes where it was still that one day, but that not much that happened. So it was good. So I kind of thought then, I know how this is kind of going to go with the second day. There's going to be a few episodes where they don't get any rest. They're going to keep moving back to places.
I can't even channel divinity. I'm out of channel divinity. I'm out of lay of hands.
That's going to be interesting. You do, and also you still have Kenny Doll. Like you don't know where Kenny Doll is. You know Kenny Doll was thrown into the cages, but you don't know where he is.
Half elves, they can do a short rest in how much time?
Half elves. Oh no. Yeah, any kind of elf race, so half elves and elves only require 4 hours for a long rest and 30 minutes for a short rest. That's the cool thing about it. Like a lot of new beginner players always play elves because you don't need as long for a rest, and you can't be charmed. You have advantage on being charmed, especially ones your advantage against charms that put you to sleep, because elves don't sleep; they meditate, which is a cool thing. So you don't have to worry about being snuck up on at night because you're still kind of awake; you're still there, so you can't be put under sleep. But yeah, there was going to be going back to what you said, E-Rock, about possibly having to jump in if he was going to go down.
Right.
The reason I'm glad there was going to be two different ways. If you had done that, you may have possibly caused uproar or shown aggression, which may have caused other factors to happen. But the fact that all these played out, and now you've challenged him essentially, or you said anyone, and he kind of took the mantle as himself. You've definitely helped. I'm going to say you definitely helped yourself there.
I for a second thought he was telling him to fight me or the Barbie, and I was really scared for a second.
Why would I attack you?
I don't know, because he said choose, and I was like,
that.
I mean, I could have ran over to you, knocked you out real quick, maybe
just walk over and be like, pop.
What? I'm done.
Just attack both of them.
Lay on hands, bam. But yeah,
you know what? You could have done that and been like, okay, since I won, these guys are mine now. They're pretty kind of played into his thing.
Okay, so that was the other thing I was thinking was gonna happen. Was after I said we need to take her home. Well, if I didn't get yeeted into a sand pit, I would have asked. I was like, is there negotiations for if we could take her home with us?
Well, you've essentially learned that no. If in terms of when it comes to fights and weak links, he's very much, the chief is very much you're as strong as your weakest person.
Right.
You're as strong as your weakest member. So if you have someone that's going to lose fights, he sees that as a weak link.
Right.
And now you know kind of what happens when they lose fights. So there could have been negotiation if you had rolled an incredibly high maybe not deception, like persuasion check, maybe you could have persuaded him. So you could have. And going back to what you said about whether it was going to be a choose, that was it. That was what he was saying.
That was what he said. I figured that's what he was saying. I was scared.
So he was throwing him and saying choose. And I was and I planned ahead. I was like, okay, so you could be tactical. It'll be really interesting if he goes tactical and tries to attack one of them, or if he goes to attack Barbie and then completely ignores what Donnie asked of him, or if he turns around and goes, no, I choose you, or I don't choose. But the fact that you said, I challenge anyone, and you stared at him as you said it, he took that as
That's what I wanted.
One of the things I'm interested in seeing what happens next is that whole prisoner thing.
Mm-hmm.
Unless that was just like so you just kind of said on a whim, but if you have prisoners, that implies that there's an enemy force that these guys are fighting, and that they're taking prisoners from. Yeah, maybe I don't know.
Maybe
I know you're not gonna tell me.
There's
when we first met him, he's implied that there's something else going on.
Yes. Yeah. So
he implied that was the whole thing with the chief. He was all like, I wanted another. It's good to find another brother. Now we may be strong enough to take on such and such. He never said what such and such was.
Exactly. So that now there's a thing is like you don't know if he was an ally, you don't know if he was an enemy, you don't know if he was like what his opinions were, but you may learn now. I wanted to add that little hint in there at the end as well of him saying I've been waiting for this for so long. Now that should hopefully have a look. Now that gives you a whole week to stew on that and see what he means by that. But I'm gonna tell you, I'll tell you now as preparation. This fight that you're gonna go into has massive repercussions.
Oh, sounds
great.
Okay,
huge repercussions. Okay.
I'm not looking forward to it because I want to help you so bad, but I can't do anything for you.
There are ways you can help. You just have to find different ways of doing so.
Well, I mean, I feel like if I actually did anything at all, besides, the only thing I can do is if I did anything, it'd probably be like a dishonorable fight. And I don't know if
maybe.
Yeah, I think that's.
You might be thinking on the right lines. You might not be.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
So
that's next week.
I'll have to wait till next week. But it's so good to be back though.
Oh yeah.
It's so
definitely good.
Yeah.
To actually get my computer running and other things running, and
I like how we were able to get a session in and we still don't have everybody.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we will hopefully have Brother Humble here next week.
No fault of his own. That's just, it's crazy that it's been like almost 2 months for us to get together.
We did the one shot and that was just pure chaos and everything went wrong with that.
Did you ever see the one shot, dude?
Huh?
Did you see
Did you ever
one
watch
shot?
that one shot?
No, I didn't see it yet.
You can watch it when you get a chance.
Okay.
Everything that could have. It's not the fact that anything went wrong. It was more.
It's just chaotic.
Chaotic decisions. It was like, okay, so I have good, bad, really good, really bad, and then you have their decision. But they chose. I'll give you a hint. As a hint, they punched an old shopkeeper. That's how chaotic it is. The one shot. So it's called. I called it a very British D&D game, or the most chaotic one shot ever. And it's essentially, you've got to watch it. I'm not going to give any hints. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to spoil it. You just got to watch how ridiculous. He gave us
nothing, and me and Brother Humble had decided that we were going to play Italian guys. So we were basically Americans playing Italians playing British people.
What?
Yep. So I had planned to do a very British D&D game. So I would have thought a curveball. I wanted to see how Mad Minds and Brother Humble got on doing British accents. And then I realized that they worked together on their character and they made Italian plumbers. I was like, oh, this is very interesting. So the accents went all over the place. They almost
picked Mario and Luigi?
Yeah. They picked fights with a chef. They punched an old dude for saying them stuff for saying something. I can't remember what he said. It wasn't offensive or anything. He was just talking, and then all of a sudden, this guy over here gets all,
the biscuits and gravy.
Oh no.
Well,
we have such It's the most
We got into a
unprofessional
whole
game of
argument.
D&D
It was
because
like
in
10 minutes of us, me and him arguing about biscuits and gravy.
honest, yeah. Like,
He
'cause
was
he says,
confused.
"Oh, I'd
He's
love
never
some
heard of
biscuits
it
and gravy." It's
before.
like, biscuits and gravy? No, that's wrong. You put biscuits in cups of tea. You have crackers with cheese and stuff like that. You don't put it in gravy. Gravy goes on your Sunday dinner with your chicken and your roast potatoes and your mashed and your carrots.
He walked off. He was like, "This is a biscuit," and he
I
showed me
got a biscuit.
cookie.
I showed him what a biscuit was.
I
He was
said,
like,
"No,
no,
that's
that's a
a
cookie. This is not a cookie. It was incredibly unprofessional of a D&D game, which also made it more hilarious.
It was. You gotta go watch
Yeah,
it.
that
Man.
sounds like it's fun.
Oh, God.
The
wow.
biscuits and gravy thing will forever be my favorite.
But I'm
It's
loving
just ridiculous.
having these characters on the side now. It really helps
Yeah,
me
that's
understand.
cool.
It's like I'm annoyed I couldn't get a black hat because it was like it matched the top, so it was like whatever the top was, the hat had to be.
This looks like a PDF from what's that one character creation thing?
You gonna use the one I sent you?
Yeah. So I'll update your characters' looks and stuff. That was just a very kind of because it's hard to tell exactly unless you give me like proper details what your character looks like. So I was like, okay,
Yeah.
this is kind of what I think it looks like. Or this is what I've got it going on in my mind. But I need now that you've sent me an actual picture, I can really get the details in. I was quite happy to find
Are
that
you,
sword because it was like it's a rough sword. I did want to find one that was like a razor blade. I did find that was a massive razor blade, but
yeah, I was making it real quickly after you sent it. After you said you're using what's that? Whatever it's called, I forgot what it's called.
Hero Forge.
Hero Forge.
These
I
mannequins
said
have been
use
brought to
Hero
you by
Forge.
Hero Forge.
Yeah, I was in it making my character real quick, trying to get ready for this and everything. And I was like, oh, I love this. I absolutely love this. In any game, in Skyrim, Dragon's Dogma, Kingdoms of Amalur, I spend like an hour or two on character creation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The character creation is always my favorite part. I don't know why.
Favorite part, easy. So
You
when
gotta
I
make it look
pulled
just
that up
right.
and I started working on the dragon, I was like, yep, this is my new addiction right here.
Oh, I love it. It's so fun to play with. And now the fact that you can do colours with them. And you can get them printed in colour. You don't have to paint them or anything. You get them printed in colour. Because I am awful at painting. I don't remember the last time I did painting. So the fact you can get them doing that is amazing.
How long does it take to come in?
I'm not sure, actually. I've never actually made one. I've just seen people make them. So...
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay. There we go. So we're gonna head off there then because it's getting close to 2 hours.
Yeah.
So just want to say a big thank you to everyone for watching. For those who are
game.
watching this, if you're watching this on Twitch, thank you very much. You can also check us out on YouTube and watch the previous videos and all the previous Ruggy Quest and other gaming videos that we've done. Please watch us there. Massive thank you to Mad Minds. Thank you very much. I'd say thank you.
You can thank me.
Thank you very much, Mad Minds, and thank you very much to E-Rock for coming in and playing with us today. Unfortunately, we didn't have Brother Humble. Hopefully, he had safe travels back home, and hopefully his car's okay. And we hope to have him back next week, and bring some interesting. So please join us next Sunday at 9:00 British time, which will be 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern, which I've been trying to study the times. So yeah, please come and watch us and join us for that big fight because that's going to be a massive fight and that's going to have massive repercussions for how the campaign's going to go ahead. We've only got a few episodes left, I think about 5 or 6 episodes depending on how the campaign goes, so make sure you join us for all of them. If you want to catch up on any episodes, go to our YouTube channel and look for Modern Toyfare and they'll have all the episodes there. We'll hope you enjoy. Thank you very much for watching. Say bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. And we will see you next time. All right, bye.
Yes.